Hey guys, how we doing?
Afternoon, friends.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, we were just talking about our favorite characters in the show and what we want to see in this episode.
I love Job so much. I don't know why, but Will Arnett does every bit of this perfectly. I mean, everyone's good,
You
obviously.
just believe it's him. Like I just like to picture himself like this. He just rolls up in the set in the morning and he just turns it on. It's just he's just Job.
I don't know his reaction shots because he's so like aggressively masculine, which is just
He is.
perfect for the character.
Yeah.
But when he gets called out, or like the oh crap look in his eyes, where he just kind of freezes.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's so perfect in this role.
I found myself enjoying Oscar this season.
Oh, the boy's father.
It's like they made one joke about it, and then all of a sudden they're like, own it, we're doing that. We're
Yeah,
doing
like
that,
twice an
double down on
episode.
it. Yeah. And it's like I don't I don't want them ever to address if it's real or not. Like
Right,
just keep alluding to it because that's way funnier to me.
like in Buster's army outfit. Just a stripper like World War One Kaiser outfit, like with a leotard. Army had half a day today.
It's so good. It's so
This
dumb,
show's perfect.
but I love it. I love this show. I love
Commitment
Joe
to the bits, man.
falling into the in the open grave,
And then the casket rolling down on top of him.
but also like the overt references to like the Iraqi war is like pretty crazy.
It's really spot on with him. George Senior being buried in the desert like Saddam Hussein
They
was.
dressed him up like
Oh,
Saddam. It's crazy.
Perfect. Just really good commentary. All right, we should go and get started here. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank our Patreon subscribers for being here with us as well. And I'd like to give a special thank you to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Fuldez, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudhir Gundavarapu, Torgir Lingstad, Weird Magic, and Where Panda 47. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you being here.
Yes. And if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on the content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we've watched or we're currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including Arrested Development, we are at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we are on YouTube. So if you get done watching the YouTube edits and would like to continue, you can do it on our Patreon page. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You are only going to see and hear us for copyright law.
A new day, a new case, a whole new set of lies.
I'm not lying anymore, Mom.
Michael was lying. He found his fugitives currently waiting for his breakfast.
Spring maternity
About the
clothes.
business.
I'm being lied on.
Wow.
Lied on.
Moore's gonna and go down.
Oh my God! So there's out in the open dating now.
Loving and affectionate. This is not the woman I fell in love with.
Oscar, please. You
can't so he's got a bit of a.
She's been since she found out that
He's got a kink.
He's got a degradation kink.
Actually, Buster had hit a wall in his army training.
Oh, he's actually an army now.
And got you a B-.
Well, it wasn't Anne. She's an expert in math. Isn't that cute?
Is it?
Michael felt his son was setting the bar.
No, she's just so pretty. I get distracted, I guess.
Do you?
I wish I could draw.
Maybe you need glasses for your grades. You know? Didn't you say you had a hard time reading the board?
No, but
Yeah?
well, I don't know.
He just doesn't get it. Nobody gets it.
I'll call the eye doctor.
Oh, ooh, I'm afraid I'll have to take them to go. I'm late for the gym. Oh, and also, here's a number.
Take
It's a
the thanks from
roadmap
him?
group call.
Lindsay had been frequenting singles clubs, also
Oh my
still
God.
hoping to make her open marriage work.
This is also a great bit.
Yeah. She's so bad at this for such a pretty woman.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Lindsay, it's not a competition.
Of course it is, Michael. That's why they call it scoring.
Maybe in the 70s.
God.
Maybe in the 70s.
Oh my God, Steve Holt is back.
I
Unnecessary
forgot about
items,
Steve Holt.
He's 19. He's a senior at my high school.
and had been for several years.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I can't eat. Oh. Oh, look, it just peels off. Isn't that clever?
Oh, it's
Later that day, George Michael was having his
really
eyes.
is.
They're really committing to this bit. Wow.
He knows less than anyone we have ever questioned.
Joe knew too little to know that, however, and his confidence
Oh, God!
another embarrassment.
You're free to go. Things could get very messy for you, Michael, unless you have something to bargain with. Like, say...
Can't stop.
That's such a dark joke.
Subject.
I mean, I couldn't get over the wall. They put me on suspension until I can.
Well, perhaps you need to find somebody who can motivate you.
Well, they just kick him out.
Yes.
And then it hit him.
There's extra PT training when you first get in if you can't pass it. But eventually, yeah, there's like
You're good.
Without getting punched in the chest, you'll have more fun. Thanks, brother.
Hey, brother.
Sounds a lot like it, yeah.
Well, the Blue Man Group might need me, and I do deserve a fancy phone.
They didn't.
Oh my
And
God.
he doesn't. Michael
He doesn't.
knew he
No.
couldn't
Yeah.
let his
The doctor said I couldn't be a mother now if I tried.
And that was without even interviewing me.
Here you go.
Oh my God.
Because
Is that her rape horn?
It's more like a starter's pistol.
Oh God.
about learning how to operate his new cell phone.
Oh my God.
And Lindsay tried to spend more time getting to know her
So
daughter.
that's gonna come back, right?
Yeah.
oh, Steve, he thinks I'm young. You made my day again.
God.
I'd be so scared.
Yeah.
Like a little girl, little dress, little saddle shoes, little pigtails.
Well, that does sound like a little girl. Come on. Oh, this is turning out to be much more fun than I'd hoped.
It was fun, but it wasn't making him a better soldier.
Something about swings when you're a kid, man.
Hey, by the way, I broke this thing. What the hell is it anyway?
Oh my God.
Oh, well, I did not use it for that.
Oh. Oh no.
You tried to scare away Oscar, which didn't work. He's back.
It's not Oscar.
I
Yeah.
want to have sex with you.
Oh, he's wearing a dress.
Where are you going?
I'm on mushrooms.
I'm on mushrooms.
Proof of WMDs in Iraq. What that means for your weekend, I tell you.
Spoiler.
It seems that
They
due to the
didn't.
new information
Yeah.
sharing, it did.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, when you do this without getting punched, you'll
He
have
still
more
punched
fun.
him.
Found WMDs in Iraq, so we got a half day.
Cool. So I got to sit on my
Yeah.
math test.
I do. I'm crazy about him. But he's obsessed with her. That's all he wants to talk about.
Lindsay
Yeah,
felt
you're being a
bad.
terrible parent.
Perhaps he
Yeah.
had hurt.
Make a deal for yourself, Mike. I got no love in my life anymore.
Oh,
And
this is actually sad.
Later that day, Michael had his meeting with the prosecutor.
I
Picture.
want that picture. I really
Yeah.
do.
Those are the pictures?
They're all over the news.
Those are balls.
What?
Barry was right.
Yeah.
Tobias had
What?
inadvertently-
Oh my God.
I forgot about it.
Nope. You're looking at balls.
Soon, forensic scientists.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And eventually, the news.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
For a while, George Michael had shared a room with his uncle Tobias.
Oh.
And I don't know whether it's just Tracy's maternity clothes, but it's very nice to see a softer side of you. Although I'm sorry.
This is actually really sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that actually is really nice.
Perfume.
Then go. Who needs you?
Which was what attracted him to her in the first place.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
There were cutoffs up here?
Oh.
I love the bit of him being in the attic. It's so funny. This episode was actually surprisingly sweet.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Didn't really look. There's not a lot to expect from the show in terms of like, because they always throw curveballs at you.
Right.
But I was not expecting that to be as nice as it was.
No, it really was a really sweet ending, which we don't usually get on the show. Because, like, we get sweet moments, but then they, of course, get undercut immediately,
Yeah.
right? In the best way.
Yeah.
This one didn't. There was no undercutting here.
That was the through line, really.
Yeah.
Like, you had a nice moment between Buster and Job, obviously.
Yeah.
Him punching him. Oddly sweet.
Right.
I love the bit of the the sergeant being like, climb it.
Climb it.
Also,
I didn't expect the punch, though, at the end, but it did set up. It was really perfect.
but like that picture, like we saw it. Like, that's what it was the whole time. We had no idea.
That was a really good payoff on that one. Well, because I thought when he was in the bathtub, and I'm like, he's taking a picture of himself. And I don't know exactly what it is. And then I didn't know that it was going to be a big reveal like that. It was like, oh my God, the whole way, this is what it was.
I can't.
And then they showed it on the cover of Time magazine, and they're passing it around. Yeah, because they were like passing around photographs that we saw.
We saw it. Yeah. Obviously, like you can't really tell what it is. It looks like a landscape or something.
It does until the Time magazine was like, that
You're
looks.
like, oh.
Yeah, like now that I know what that is, that looks pretty rough.
It reminds me. There's a bit. Sarah Silverman went on Conan O'Brien one time, and she was messing with the sensors. She took a picture of her mouth and then like put it down below, and TBS blurred it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the fact that they blurred that, it's like,
yeah.
I'm really surprised that passed censored on Fox TV. But then again, it's obscure. You can't
Sure.
really, it's not making anything out there. But still, that's wild.
It was also a really good payoff that like he snapped that picture, but it's like, well, why wasn't he in the shorts? And then you see at the end, like, oh, he'd stopped that for a while. He'd gotten out of the shorts, and now he's going back into them.
Oh man, it's so funny.
Yeah.
And then the cut back to him on the machine at the gym. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm on TV.
Everybody knew what it was, except for the important people.
Of course, it was Barry, the one that looked right at it, knew immediately what it was.
It was freaking Barry.
It took him 4 seconds of looking at the photo to tell what it was. Of course.
Simultaneously the best lawyer and the worst.
It's terrible.
Left the foil on a ding dong.
They really know how to set up and pay off jokes on the show better than any show I've ever seen. They know how to set them up and pay it off later.
So good.
Yeah.
So funny.
For sure. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.